tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California,
and we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Oh, there's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Kemp. And he'll just get rid of it.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Kemp. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 17 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Marino's 2nd down throw incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them.
No.
They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing to too much
Nah, them
coverage.
sons of bitches called and canceled. Well, I called them to find out what time it was coming. They canceled it on their end. Didn't let people at American Home Shield know. So I had to call them fucking reschedule. Sorry.
Up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, because I didn't hear from nobody. And that they were talking about between 8 and 6. So I was calling like, okay, what time do y'all think I might be around here? Well, they said, well, it's been canceled and stuff. They moved on to another thing. So I called them and they said, no, we didn't do it. They did it on their end. They couldn't cover it. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. So it's just, yeah. I don't know. They just rescheduled stuff. I just looked with another company. I tried to call them already, but they haven't received it yet. So, yes. Yeah.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
Yeah, well, they had taken it, and they waited all the way up till today, and then don't tell them that they couldn't cover it and stuff, and they canceled. But they didn't tell them. So when I called them, they told me, yeah, well, it's been canceled. I said, well, who canceled? I didn't. It's like, man, yes. So I just made them feel bad. I said, look, I took the day off for this. They said, oh, I'm so sorry. We'll work on this right now. I'm like, yeah, please do.
You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
I doubt if it happens today, but
Throwing to start the drive. Kemp. He finds his man complete. It's
so,
Christensen.
anyway.
And he takes it down
You done already for the day?
Rookie to rookie
okay.
on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some
at home
space
today?
and kind of body people away and catch the football.
I say you at home today?
Refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes.
Okay.
Because I stayed kind of late for the dog test, so today I had no people. I was helping while I get myself and stuff like that.
Lamb in motion
But
left.
one of the
And they'll instead run up the middle. And real hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there.
Okay.
A little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 minutes. I will show up. Whatever.
Right.
Now a second down throw for the end
That's
zone,
my
but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. A big-time play and a big-time stop on that.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Eagles defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, because that's what mine will be running, right around 235, 250 for oil change.
Using their leverage, being the low man with power, to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Yeah.
That's right.
Marino sets up. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, too, a lot of the problem that, as far as the air definitely the labor, but the air filters are usually placed in places where it's hard to get into. Because like mine, I was like, oh, I'll buy mine and put mine in. I Google to see how. I'm like, oh hell no, I be the 12 some shit for real. And I be mad as all get out. I ain't fucking. Exactly.
But the guy
There's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown.
Oh, okay.
Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown
I'm going to say this is
right. The
right.
Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not playing the team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him.
Well, that's what we did when I got down here. We found a Honda dealer, or a Honda guy that he used to work for Honda. He still works for Honda, but he does stuff on the side. And he used to come over here and pick up our car for us and take it to his house, do all the work and carry on. If something needed to be done, we drop it off to him, whatever. So, yeah.
So,
The
man, I
Rams
was like,
kickoff team
you
on
gotta
the
go.
field,
You
and
gotta
here
go
we
for
go
the
with
team.
the
I
ball in
know
the
they got
air.
the whole.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the
Actually
drive
got
at the
something.
30.
They just got
Here's
it.
the Philadelphia offensive unit now
You
as
know,
they head out to take over
so,
possession. A big mistake
Sometimes,
last
I
time
think
they were on the field,
the
tossing that
back was
interception
Right.
inside the
like,
red zone
it's
and
supposed to be the
really
five,
taking
I
away
think
what had been a
almost
pretty
right.
successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it
I
off.
know you're not
This
supposed
time,
to
they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end
know.
zone.
Right.
They're the ones possessing
But
it.
I'm like, oh,
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
in my cars, I can't rotate them. So,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got it
yeah.
in.
So
That's Christensen.
I only have
And he
to
takes this up to the
They kept
40-yard line
up.
before being corralled.
Well, yeah, you can't if you need front tires and stuff. Then yeah, if they got to the point where you need to replace them, then yeah, they're not going to rotate them.
And he was able to pull that last
No, I
pass
can't
in, but he's going to face a
can't
tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the
If I need-
NFL against the pass.
Start of the second quarter, and
Oh,
it's the Eagles
okay.
in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he
And
was hit as he threw it
yeah,
there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get into a
Okay, yeah.
secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kemp. And it is incomplete. Oh,
Yep.
that force bearing down on him there. He could
One
not
at
hang
a
on.
time,
It's 3rd
Yep.
down.
one next turn.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So,
Back to throw again.
1-7.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's
I'm running
incomplete.
to take it apart. It's just those cabbage deals.
Yeah, because that's what keep that smell out. Like I said, that's why when you talking about you had that smell in, I said turn into to hit that recycle button in your inside when you have your AC on. So that way it keeps the car cools off quicker. It keeps the cold air in there, and it keeps the outside smell out, so you don't be bringing all that hot air in.
As they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Oh, okay.
So, but, yeah, so that's it. Just a little about it. So,
And
if I
they'll
want to
begin
get
here with a
things
run by
like
Brown.
700.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down.
Bye.
It really opens up your options for what you
Right.
want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll
Glad
come
you got
up
that done and out the way.
6 now from the 24.
Yeah, got it. I'm waiting 9 o'clock this morning.
In
Okay.
motion, the tight end.
Yeah, got it.
Here's Marino to throw. The quick throw knocked away.
And
It's
I went to-
incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties.
Say what? Say that one more time to win.
I said I went to get Matthews first, but he wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
So I could have went on with. If I said work there, was already talking to somebody else.
Oh,
So
okay.
after the second down
Now,
and completion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Did you get a card from him or anything?
Middle to Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down LA.
Stop the guy said,
I definitely like the play call. You don't
Oh.
expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run.
So you're gonna try to purchase it tomorrow if he get everything done?
yeah, gave him the money. Gave him.
Oh no, I wasn't asking because of that. No, I wasn't asking for that.
I'm gonna use that. I appreciate it. Okay.
Okay. I wasn't asking because of that. I was just asking just because, if he can get that done, because I didn't know how long you wanted to wait for it. That's all.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And his defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to
I'm
the
like the oil.
36.
Tap it off tomorrow.
No doubt
It's
about
like
it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to
Okay.
get to the perimeter. But
I'm
that gives
tapping
your
it off.
defense
I
advantage.
don't
Your
know.
outside
It's
linebackers, the guys that you
so
pay
much
big
money
money
going
to
in.
sack the
You're
quarterback.
like, why is it going
They
in?
also have to have interest in the
I
running
was trying to
game
pay
as
the
well.
little.
They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving
jump
ground.
on. Like,
And he slips up past the
Right.
45.
Yeah. Hey, right now.
It's a
Right.
Rams first down on a pickup
No,
of
that's
10.
not the
Good
Lakers
route,
one. I
good
think where it
pickup
wasn't
for
in
first
there.
down yardage, and that is a
That's to go
tough
by
one to
what's
cover,
okay.
the angle route, because a running
They
back
know,
getting out of the
especially when
backfield,
they just
if you're
started
trying
this
to cover
snap
that,
like
especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, then he comes back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Marino's throw taken in by Moss. Touchdown, LA.
Yeah, so good. They people up there in Leesburg got me pissed off. Like, you son of a bitches.
Rams are able to add on.
Hell yeah.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct?
Yeah, but they changed it to a whole different company now. And so I'm just waiting for them to call and schedule an appointment. Like I said, I put a note in there. We're trying to get that done as soon as possible, Miss Rob. So I'm like, okay, I just appreciate your help. This shit here, it's like y'all had me sitting around here all damn day, and I'm calling. And then when I called the place earlier, went to voicemail, and talking about their hours and talking about they closed at 1 today. I'm like, what the hell? Like, hold on now. So no, the company that they target to come out here to do the work. So I called them back, and then they finally answered. I'm like, hey, she said, well, it's been canceled. What you talking about canceled? I said, ain't nobody been out here. And she said, well, it's been canceled, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I said, okay, nobody let me know. Thank you. I ain't cuss her out or nothing like that. Just let me know.
Right.
So I went on and called them and stuff. And she said, no, it's canceled. I said, no, I didn't cancel. She said, well, it was canceled online through the portal. I said, it wasn't me. And so she said, well, hold on, let me check and do some research.
They probably open book, Jay.
No, they can't do it. She said they don't. She said they couldn't do it. So why'd y'all take it? Yeah.
Why?
Second down.
Well, why'd y'all take it?
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what?
Just plugging up the middle.
And you know the
So-
46 means,
How you
right?
have
That means you take up the
enough
first
clients
three
that
guys.
somebody else trying to do it. They don't
Right.
tell them that they're booked.
Oh,
That's why I said I'm
Yeah.
open.
You know, just like you do on the airlines and stuff. You know, oh, I can't get on. What the hell are you talking about? I'm paying the ticket, man.
Right.
Showed us it wasn't able to be done.
Right.
They didn't get it done on that one either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kim. He finds his man complete.
What's the next
It's
target?
Christensen. And they work this well.
Yeah, I saw. I was watching it last night.
22 yards there.
They're talking about that a lot of teams and stuff think he was think he's entitled and think he was arrogant and stuff. And he never thought he was entitled. I mean, he's Deion's son. He gonna be who he is. But he earned. Yeah, he earned what he's got.
But you know, people don't.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
So
All that's gonna do is just light a fire in his ass and stuff. With all the teams that skipped off him, he gonna light that ass up.
That's exactly what you said. So, like even sometimes, because you know how people are, you think your kid's gonna show you. Then you got another person, that person you trying to show. Oh, okay, then since you gonna show me,
Let me show you what's
I'm gonna
happening.
show you. Right. So it can go
Wasn't
both
quite as
ways.
big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
get
that's
first
it.
down, but still.
That makes you becoming from the top dog to the underdog. Now you got something to prove, so now you ready to light their ass up. There's a lot of people, a lot of pro athletes and stuff that have gone through that stuff. Certain teams that they play against, they might not play well. They might play decent the rest of the season, but certain teams that just overlook them and man, they make it a personal thing that, oh yeah, I'm going to fuck you up there. I don't care if I'll be done the rest of the year against y'all. Y'all gonna pay for that.
Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the
You had a busy morning there. What else you got to do tonight?
And that'll bring up 4th down.
So what else you got to do today?
Make some appointments. It's like lunchtime right now, so I'm going to have to wait.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As he'll
Oh, yeah.
punt it away for the second time. We've got a
Oh, that now,
14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the
and
opening half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Yeah, I gotta do laps.
Yeah, so that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field.
What's wrong with that? You have to talking like that.
So now they're seeing
why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head.
Oh, see, yeah, see, y'all getting that shit. We can't afford right now. We looking for rain so bad right now.
The way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, I'm always hoping that it's going to be big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many
really don't
things
have
anyway.
much plan.
Come back and run
I mean, I was gonna be here for them to do that today. Since that's changed and stuff, I don't know.
Because usually, get the defense back on its heels.
I'm gonna take Zoe out here on the back patio and stuff, and I'm gonna probably brush her out and stuff.
No move to get the offense.
Yeah, because like I said, she's suffering from allergies too, but she's been chewing on her paws like I don't know what here lately. And
indeed, they're going for it with Marino. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
oh, okay.
Picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap.
Yeah, that'll take some pressure off your back.
Excellent game plan, and add their
So, and see, and that's the way you can sleep with just with it.
Philadelphia getting set to
They don't?
take the field.
You sure?
See what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute long, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This 2nd and 4.
The Sparrow, Kobe, you're a Sparrow.
Operating from the gun, Kim. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got
Or when you go back, or when you talk to that guy, ask him, is this the only base that they have that adjusts? Do they have one that adjusts both head and foot? Yeah, because like I said, mine. Well, like I said, different places, different story, all that stuff. But like I said, yeah, mine come. Like I said, I can lift both head and feet. Like I said, when I came home from the hospital, from the neck surgery and stuff, that shit definitely helped. Oh, heck yeah.
Someone to help assist, because right now, he's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So
he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Right.
And it's taken in at the 9. And that's going to go in the books as a
yeah, my remote has head and foot
and
and flat and then 0G on it.
Final play before halftime.
All right.
Final play of the half. It's Marino. He's going to go up top again. This is intercepted. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. How about this? And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
I'm just thinking, because like I said,
this first half. So we
yeah.
have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we see
Yeah,
you
especially for a
cross-country
king and stuff. They should have gave you one.
Jonathan
Yeah,
Coachman's there
definitely
as
ask him
our
about
EA
that shit.
Sports halftime report.
Nigga, what's
All
up
right,
with this
Brandon,
shit?
thanks
Why
very
my
much. We'll
feet
get
don't
back to
raise?
you and Charles in a minute, but first, time to get
Past the halfway
Yeah.
point of the season and now past the halfway
I'm
point
so
of this
sick
game.
because
We skip halftime and
I'm
get
the
right back to the
somebody
action. Set
counts
to
on the
begin the
order.
third quarter.
Something like that, so they have to
The
score
Rams
the
going to get
dad.
the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets
That's the
started.
warehouse.
And he'll be
It's stuff
stopped
like
up
that
at
for
the
the warehouse.
25.
Like that.
Oh, okay. So okay? That place there is massive firm, but it's the overflow.
The third quarter. And Charles,
Yeah.
they've got
Okay,
the lead.
that's
Your coaching
probably
hat
why.
on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half
Yeah,
they didn't get it moving the way that they
Okay.
would like. They had success.
that's probably why. That's probably why you got the matches at such a good price now
Get
too.
those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will lock
No,
in.
so like I said, I spent because mine was total was 1,300 when I got this.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
No, I mean, like I said, if you got a good match at this time, hell, that's a good deal. I just, I just, would think that if there's no offer to adjust for things, like I say, you can still ask them. Yeah.
That may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice.
Yeah, like I say, you all you do. Yep, that's what it is.
First half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
So if they giving it to you, I say, yeah, if they giving it to you, then yeah. But if they ain't ask, I mean, if they give it to you, is that charged or they giving that to you for free?
For free.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
You know what? It might be somewhere in that city because I can't remember. Because I've had my bed now well over, is it 2 years now? Going on 2 years now? Yeah.
You got a queen? I mean, a king?
No, I got a queen.
Queen?
Yeah. So like I said, this one it's not big.
Crowd out across midfield down to the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first
Now,
down there.
if I was a daddy, then I would definitely have King.
Now a
That's
give
the
left
master.
side.
That's
Brown with
a
it.
whole lot bigger than this.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Man, I ain't hate
2
him,
runs in
bro.
a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Long time you didn't get breakfast?
I ain't nothing.
For a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers.
Not good.
But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it
We're
right
gonna
there.
get something here in a minute.
You going back line today?
You know what? I really thought about it, but like I said, when they, I thought they were coming, but now that they're not,
On
yeah, I
3rd
might
down,
do it.
Marino.
I'm
He's
saying.
intercepted for the
saying,
3rd time thus
I
far.
don't know if y'all found somebody from my
J.C.
mom.
Horn.
Oh, she found somebody. I got the company name already. They just haven't scheduled it. They supposed to reach out to me. Yeah. So they got another company already.
Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a
Yeah.
dime there.
I tried to
This
call
is
them early
back
and stuff.
to a
They went straight to,
one-score game.
And sometimes
I guess they was busy because I said like all operators, call us busy.
defensive
So I was like, I'm not waiting
we
until
got to go
minutes.
out
So
there, maybe take a few chances along the way and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So the Eagle offense coming on here. They'll try for 2 points.
you right, Dash.
They'll
Yeah.
try and throw for it.
Yeah.
And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful.
All right, Swicky.
And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Marino will throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on scaling their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, winning games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, they get off on the snap. They timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. An inside give, Brown, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Marino to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Marino. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They give it to Brown, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Handing it off to Brown. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a give to Brown, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them and get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Kemp. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. It's totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kemp. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the fourth quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, fucking hell.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Christensen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them
Oh, this nigga got the outside.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Marino going to throw despite the late lead.
Oh, my God.
That is
He threw the interception.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 4, 1:46 to go. Here's Marino. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's 2nd down and 3. Marino to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing here, Marino. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to the air, Marino after the pick-6. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Marino. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here's 1st down.
Now it's Marino.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here